Hello everybody! Today we're going to be making a shape penguin using shapes and paper. We're going to be looking at the shapes circles and different size circles. So you're going to need a variety of different papers and some other materials. Circle tracers are great. Ice cream lids or other kind of lids are wonderful to make circles with. You will need a scissor, a pencil, and probably a white crayon or a white colored pencil would be great, a glue stick or some other kind of glue, and white paper, black paper, paper for the beak and the feet, paper for the eyes, a colored paper for the iris, the colored part, and then a white part as well. So I'm going to set these papers aside for now, except for the black. The black is what we're going to need for the body of the penguin. And since we're making a shaped penguin, we're using circles. So I'm going to create 2 circles on my paper. I'm going to trace them. And I always want to trace towards the outside of my paper. Hold your hand down real well over the circle. Press down and then go all the way around your circle shape. There it is. Now we can move it over, put another circle down. Make sure that you're not overlapping because you're going to have to cut these out. One of these is going to be the body and one is going to be the wings. So I have 2 circles. I can set this big circle aside for now. Then I'm going to cut these out. Both circles. And carefully cutting using your best scissor skills. Fine motor skills, we call these, when we cut. And your penguin might be a little bit bigger than this, and that is okay. And I used a pencil on my black paper. If you would rather use that crayon or white colored pencil so you can see better, go for it. Something else I could have done, which we call working smarter, not harder, is tracing one circle on your paper and then folding it and cutting it once. And then you'd have 2 circles, which is an awesome idea. All right, I'm going to set that black aside for now. Now I have 2 circles. One is going to be the body. One is going to be the wings. So I'm going to fold one of them like a taco and smooth it down like that. Now I'm going to open it back up and I have that folded line, you can see. I'm going to cut right down the middle of that folded line. Ta-da! Now I have 2 what we call semicircles or half circles. These are going to be my penguin's wings. Look how cute they are. Already it's starting to take shape. Okay, now the next thing we need is our smaller white circle and our white paper. So I'm going to take my white paper and my circle. Again, I don't want to put it right in the middle. I want to put it in the corner so I can use the rest of this paper for something else. That is being responsible. We can recycle that and do a drawing on it, or if we want to make another penguin, we can do that too. Okay, I traced my circle. Beautiful cutting skills again. Cut that circle out. Take your time. Do a nice job. As we get older, our muscles get a little stronger and we will be able to make beautiful lines with our scissors. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is start gluing just a little bit. So what I'm going to do first is glue this belly down. And did you notice how I have some pencil marks on this side? That's the side I'm going to glue so I can kind of hide those. Another thing you could do if you really want is erase those pencil lines. All right, I'm going to put some glue around that belly. Then flip it over. Put it towards the bottom of the circle. It doesn't have to touch the outside if you don't want it to. Smooth it down. And there we have a white circle inside of our black circle. And the next thing then, we're going to glue these wings down. And I want them in the back so that the round part is in the front. So it looks like that penguin could kind of flap its wings. And lay them how you'd like them to look. Maybe you want them out a little bit. It is up to you. Now, pick up your circle and give it a little glue. You don't want to put too much on because we don't want to see it sticking out. So, lay it on top of where you put your glue. Rub it a little bit. Make sure it sticks. And then same thing on the other side. A little bit of glue. Mine's kind of overlapping. There we go. And tuck it underneath. See if you can get them even, or maybe you want them waving a little bit. That's okay. I think I'll put mine down. And rub. There we are. Now, our penguin's missing some things, right? We need some eyes, we need a beak, and we need some feet. So the next thing I'm going to do is get out my extra papers for all of those items that we were just talking about. I'm going to make my eyes first, and I've got a folded piece of paper. So I'm going to kind of measure about how big I think those eyes are going to need to be, and I'm going to make another shape called an oval. It's like a circle that has been squished. So I'm going to draw that oval shape, nice big penguin eyes. And since my paper is folded, how many am I going to get when I cut it out while it's folded? 2. You are right. Okay. Hold your paper together. Make sure you cut through both layers so you get 2 ovals. Careful cutting, beautiful craftsmanship, and ta-da! 2 eyes. Look at that. They're pretty cute. Now I'm going to glue these down right away. I'm going to put some glue on. And again, these can, I have a lot of glue, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to kind of rub them together. Look at that. That's a good way to transfer glue. And now I have glue on both of my ovals. You have to be kind of careful with this though, because you could get very gluey. And decide where they should go. Are they going to go straight up and down? Are you going to angle them a little bit? How are you going to have your penguin's eyes look? I'm going to put them right in the middle, and I'm a little gluey. I'm going to carefully rub like so. Next thing, the color inside the eyes. I picked turquoise. You can pick whatever color you want. Fold your paper, and this circle or oval, whatever shape you want to make, to go inside for the colorful part, the iris, needs to fit inside. So you want to kind of measure it and draw. I'm going to make a little oval smaller than the white. And I've got my line. Remember, it's folded, so we want to cut through both layers of our paper. And I love this turquoise color. Okay, there we go. 2 eyes. Look at that. Huh. I can move them around. So maybe they are over here looking to the side like that, or maybe they're down on the bottom, or maybe they're up high like, oh my goodness, what happened? There's something up there. You decide where they're going to be. Add a little glue, and then decide placement and put them down. I'm going to put mine, I think, down on the bottom. All right. 1 and 2. There it is. Okay. There's my cute little penguin. Now I need a beak, so I have a square piece of paper that's yellow. And I could fold this if I wanted. This is already a square, but I'm thinking this beak is going to be a little bit large for my penguin. Look at that. Oof, it's pretty big. So I have a square piece of paper. It's almost the same all the way around. So I'm going to do some cutting. I'm going to think about how big it should be and then give my penguin beak a cut. There, it kind of looks like it could be talking, right? Hello, I'm a penguin. And I could glue that beak down right there. And it's overlapping the belly a little bit. That's okay, no big deal. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the beak of the penguin. I don't want to put it on the entire square, right? Because we're going to see that part. So put it down and rub again. Do a lot of that to transfer that glue. And my penguin's coming along. It looks pretty good. But I could make it even better by giving it some feet. So this next piece of paper is going to get folded, the orange, folded like so. And then we're going to be putting feet on him or her. Could be a boy or a girl penguin. And I think the shape I'm going to make is a triangle. So I'm going to go like this and see about size. I wonder if this would be the right size. I'm just going to measure. Ooh, look at that. That looks pretty good if I had 2 feet. And I'm going to also make some triangle shapes for toes. See what I did? I have a triangle and then 2 smaller triangles for toes. My paper is folded. I'm going to make sure it's folded. I better straighten it up a little bit. I folded it a little bit wonky. Okay. Find my scissors and cut out my triangle. I'm going to go like this. And there are my feet, but I want to make sure they stay together while I cut the toes. So carefully snip, snip, and we're going to have some scraps by the time we're done. That's okay. We'll clean up. Snip. So there are scraps. Penguin toes. Look at that. And again, pencil lines here, so flip it over so we don't see those. And if I sneak them underneath, there's my penguin. I can have my penguin's feet like that, spread out like this. How it really changes the expression of your penguin too. So I'm going to put a little glue on the top of the triangles. And I'm laying my penguin on top of these so that they are peeking out 1 foot and the next foot. There we go. Now my penguin is pretty well done. If you'd like, you can add a little bit of white to the turquoise on the eye. I kind of like that. I'm just going to add a little bit of a highlight just to add a little bit of life to that penguin's eyes. There he is, looking cute. And now we have made a shaped penguin using circles, ovals, squares, and triangles. There's a lot of shapes in there. I hope you had fun making your penguin. Have a great day.